Yo, what's good? What's good? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, America? Just waiting, yo. Just waiting for the guests to come on, know what I mean? No doubt. Testing one, two, three. Testing one, two, three. Just waiting for our guests to come on so we can get busy, you know what I mean? Get busy. Welcome to an episode of Connected Dots. No doubt. All right. What's good, my dude?
My man, what's up?
What's going on? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you. We're good.
Good, good. I can hear you too. How you been, man?
I've been cooling, man. Laying it back, finally coming off some injuries. Got back in the gym, you know what I'm
I
saying?
feel you.
Going crazy with college football.
I feel you, man. It's crazy, yo. So, man, welcome to another episode of Connected Dots. I'm your host, Lou Icewater, aka Duquan Hicks, and I got a special guest. I know this man since the '90s. This man needs no introduction. He's the incredible Aksdalite. What's good, brother?
What up, baby? Peace, peace, man. Yeah, yeah,
Peace.
we've been knowing each other since what? 93?
90, yeah, 93. You know what I'm saying? A
93.
lot of people don't know,
Yeah,
but we
yeah.
know each other for a long time, man. And I'm super proud of you, man. Super proud of you, bro. For real.
Same here, man. Same here. Indeed, for real.
Appreciate it, man. So let me tell you something. Humble beginnings, man. How did you come up? How did you come up, man?
Say again, say again.
Humble beginnings. How did you come up, man?
So what do you mean as far as hip hop or just in general?
In general, like as a kid, how did you
Oh
come up?
man,
Humble beginnings, man.
geek wide, geek wide, nerd kid. You know, didn't have a lot of friends, man.
Right?
My
Really?
friends were Encyclopedia Britannica and Saturday morning cartoons. Um, so it was that type of stress, man, where you're like, number one, you're the light skinned kid on the block,
Oh my goodness. No, you didn't,
right?
son.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, it was rough, man, because I mean, I had to use a bunch of hairspray to get my high top to stand up. You know what I'm saying? So I get clowned for all kinds of things, man, and it was like, kind of ill, stepfather type situation or whatever, man. And I had to make, my way as far as being a stronger person is concerned really work for me, man. You know what I'm saying? Luckily, I had some cool uncles, but they were kind of crazy because they were Vietnam vets, right? So it's like I had all this mad educational instillment. Then they were teaching me how to handle myself in the street because cats were going to bully me. I was tall, skinny, light skinned dude, smart. I wasn't out there hustling, right? So I'm in the house writing rhymes. I'm at the court. I'm in the gym, so I was the one that stood out like, yo, that's the one we're going to attack, right? So then I started traveling, man. I started traveling around 17, getting out, seeing a lot. And like, I started realizing, man, like when I would come across other people, they'll be like, yo, you're so smart. Yo, you're like, um, your light really shines. You know what I'm saying? When I would walk in a room, like it was different. You know what I'm saying? So that's when I started to get this confidence about self to be able to say, yo, you know what? I can leave all East behind and go and establish and build myself, man, because I'm not afraid. Right. And so then, pretty much through all of that, that's when you and I started to, well, when we met each other, at Job Corps. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like, one of those situations where had a kid, right? Dropped out, was like, okay, well, what am I gonna do? Working at, Atlantic Veneers, like this company that processed wood, right? I didn't care. I was just taking care of my son, right? And so then, things started happening, getting a little trouble because of the fact that, there's issues going on. So then it was like, my son's mom at that time, she was like, yo, why don't you go to Job Corps? And I was like, well, all right, then cool. As long as I can get out of this trouble, I'm good. And then that was it from there, man. You know the rest. Yo, I can't hear you, fam.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, cool. So tell me, so who inspired you to do hip hop, man? Who was your influences, man, coming up?
You sitting right here.
Stop playing, man.
No, I'm serious, man. You know that. You know that, man. I've told you that before, man.
Stop playing,
Seriously,
man.
straight up and down, y'all. Listen, man. Okay, myself, I was always like one of the first tapes I ever had
Right,
was Yo Bum Rush the Show.
right.
Okay, so Chuck, that was my man. Like he was preaching to me, man. Like Chuck was like, that's how I wanted to write like, right? Because I'm on this always with this revolutionary type of mind state.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as somebody that inspired me to pick up the mic, yeah, it was you, man. You know what I mean? Because I remember, because I didn't know how to really write them, right? I could freestyle and whatever, but I didn't know how to really write them. So then I saw one of your pages,
Right.
and then I saw how it was up, and then the slant line, and then it would be like a few words, slant line, and a whole sentence, slant line, and then I would see how the way that you were delivering, in between your lines, and I would sit back and I would peep game,
Right.
and I'll be like, okay, okay, and therefore from that point on, that's how I started writing my rhymes. You know what I'm saying? With the way that you do yours, with that sentence structure and the whole shit. So I will tell you, man, like it was you. It was you, man.
Appreciate
Because
it,
like
man.
you got to think about it. You were waking me up. You were waking me up with Shakim mixes. You were waking me up with Green Lantern mixes, right? Because we couldn't wait for a new Green Lantern tape to come out. Like that was everything for us, right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, it was you, man.
Man, I don't know what to say. I'm humbled by that, yo. Humble, humble, man, humble. Man, how did you come up with the name Oxdalite, yo?
Okay, so transitioning. Um, when I first got into Islam, of course, it was Hakeem, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
So then, through manifestation, becoming God body, changed it to Hakeem, taking lessons from Olajuwon, right?
Mm-hmm.
On the real.
Right.
And then, like I was saying, man, people always give me the accolade of being wise and intelligent,
Uh-huh.
as Hakeem means the wise.
Right.
So I was like, yo, most of the time, anybody named Hakeem, Akeem, whatever, you call him what? Ak,
Right. Ah, that's right.
boom, or even brother, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then, of course, I spread light on subjects. So now you got Oxalite.
Wow. That's dope. I like that concept, yo. That's dope. That is so dope. So tell me about your first album, man. You know what I'm saying? What is your favorite song on the first album?
Bro, I've had this question asked before, man,
Mm-hmm.
and because of the fact that I love everything that I do, it's
Right.
going to be difficult, right?
Mm.
I will say having the chance to actually have a song with Rod Digger,
Mm.
that was like
How did that come
crazy.
about, man? How did that come about?
So, so my brother, Legacy City, Big Up Piece,
Right.
um, he's got mad connects, man. So he knows how to do so much. Because remember, he got Keith Murray on there for me too,
Wow.
right?
Good look.
So
Good look.
yeah, yeah. So it's like both times I walk in and he's like, yo, I got a Keith Murray verse I need you to jump on.
Mm.
I got this Raw Digger verse I need you to jump on.
Right.
And the thing about him is he doesn't give me time. I need it done today. Right now, you got an hour.
Mm.
So it's like, okay, I like that pressure, you know. And but honestly, I think that just on the hip hop sense,
Right.
the last song on the album, the Oct Don't Need No Hook,
Yeah.
Jesse Valo remix.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So production wise on the album, who you had doing your production on the album, man? Because it's kind of tight, man, for real.
So big up again, my man Legacy City, because this dude's like a media genius, right? So he did the production, he done a lot of the beats on that joint, except for I think maybe 4 songs, right? Was assisting and helping me write hooks because there was a struggle I was having,
Yeah.
you
That's a
know?
struggle for
Um,
everybody. Hooks.
right,
Yes.
right. And also guiding me in the aspect of, because you know us, man, we're battle MCs,
Right.
right?
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
then he was like, yo, you're nice, but you can't write a song.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So from that point, it was like, okay, well, now I'm realizing that all this intricacy that I have in my head,
Mm-hmm.
okay, now we need to bottleneck this and structurize it, right?
Right.
So it was like he just really, from the beats to the rhymes, because he's on a couple of the songs on there too, right? Um, the inspiration, the whole nine, big up to my man Legacy City.
Okay. That's what's up. I like that. Legacy City. That's what I'm talking about. So how'd you come up with the name Willie Bobo for the and how'd you come up with the Bobo, shop podcast? How did that happen, bro?
Okay, so Willie Bobo is a jazz artist,
Okay.
right? Well-known jazz artist. But at the same time, back in the day, heads would be like, yo, let's kick the Willie,
Right.
right?
Kick the Willie. That's right.
Yeah. So it's like, yo, simple show. You know what I mean? Nothing extremely flashy, complex. When we get on there, just like what you and I doing right now,
Mm-hmm.
we just kick the Willie Bobo.
So what about the clothing line, man? Because the clothing line is fire. I need a couple of shirts
So,
too, by the way.
so the clothing line, I had some logistics issues. Um, let that go for a minute until I find, a better distributor on that. But the clothing line, man, is made you to be aware, just like connect the dots, right? Because I like what you said in the last episode. If you know what it looks like, you know what that is behind you, you're
That's
on
right.
point with it, right? So with me, it's like everything is third eye availability.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's like, with Willie Wear, of course, that's a play off the Willie Bobo show itself, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the wear itself is all about consciousness.
Right.
It's going to have something embedded in there to make you stop and think about not just what you're putting on, but every time you see a reflection, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you see that, you know that there's something black inside.
Ooh, I like that. I like that. So man, so tell me, how did you wind up in San Antonio, Texas, yo?
Man, so I was out there, running around doing it, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
And so then I met, this little senorita out here, man,
Mm-hmm.
and came to check her out a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
And Shorty became with Seed, man, and I was like, yo, bang, I'm going to San Antonio. I had been in the area a couple times because after you left, I met up with this kid named DJ Tommy Ill,
Okay.
Spanish cat from Laredo.
Mm-hmm.
And he had taken me to Dallas and everything like that, brought me around here. So I had a little bit of familiarity with it, right? And also because of the fact that my man Samir Muhammad, his brother was Nazir Muhammad,
Mm.
right? He got traded to the Spurs after Detroit,
Right.
right?
Right.
And then, of course, that was all. it's kind of like fruition, man. You know, it was fluid the way it worked out, man. So yeah, still here, man.
That's crazy. So tell me, man, what was Germany like and recording in Germany? Because I saw the video and you look like
Oh, okay. It
you
was
from right
Finland. It
there.
was Finland actually.
Oh,
Finland.
Finland. Okay. Well,
Yeah, yeah, Helsinki, Finland. Yeah.
explain that
So
experience, bro.
yeah, yeah. Big up to my man Yuri. He was incredible, man. Um, so over there we did crazy work together, bro. He has a studio that was like so incredibly immaculate, man. This dude had a couple of grand pianos, like an old synthesizer joint from the 60s that he refurbished himself, right? um, could play incredible drums, could play the piano like it's nothing, could sing, produce, loved boom bap, right? Boom bap fanatic, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so the beats that you heard for Thursday Soul
Okay.
and I Don't Need No Hook, the original,
Right.
that's him. That's him. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So the recording was done there too, man. And Helsinki was a place, man. If I could, I would move back. For real. I'm telling you straight up and down, man. I would move back because that place was incredible, man. I can say to you, man, it's the first place I've ever been in my life.
Mm-hmm.
I never felt black.
Get out of here, man. For real.
I'm telling you, that's my word, man. I never felt black. The people there were so hospitable.
Mm-hmm.
Like every time they would start to speak Finnish,
Right.
they would be like, "Hey, Hakeem, is it okay if we speak Finnish? Because we don't, we don't want you to think that we're saying something."
Right.
I'm like, no one in America is going to do that,
Exactly.
right? The city was clean. The food was incredibly clean. You could drink the tap water.
Mm.
Okay. I actually went to see where Santa Claus is from because it's pretty much in the Arctic,
Wow. Okay.
you know. Even in the summertime, and it was only like 2 hours of what you would call darkness, and that was kind of like what it looks like right now because the sun really didn't go down, man.
Wow.
Yeah, nightlife was crazy. Music scene was insane. It was insane, man. Music festivals all over the place. Um, you couldn't really tell who had money and who didn't because they made sure that everybody had basics, right? You didn't see any homeless people.
Right.
Um, when I saw a Mercedes Benz,
Mm-hmm.
it was a taxi.
Wow. Get
You
out
never
of
saw
here.
anybody driving a Benz. Nah, it was a taxi. If you saw a Benz, everybody had electric cars. I think I saw maybe two or three Range Rovers, right?
Mm.
Um, the Russian embassy being there, sauna. Sauna is a big thing to these people.
Right.
Sauna is like this rite of passage thing that you do every day. It's cultural, man, and like
Mm.
it's just wild. Helsinki, Finland, man. Yeah,
Wow. So tell me about the new single, Broken Promises, man. Why'd you come out with
yeah.
this single? Why you dropped that, yo?
Okay,
That's
so
different
like,
too, by the way. I
check
love
it.
it too.
Yeah, so this is building off a situation
Mm-hmm.
that my little man had.
Okay.
Yeah. So my son is high achiever. He's actually a sophomore in college right now, but he's still a high school student,
Right.
right? So he's in an accelerated program. So this young lady he was dealing with
Mm-hmm.
didn't like that. She didn't like that he was going to excel himself quickly. So she was like, I'm going to break up with you. You know, you ain't trying to be. And so that started bringing him down, causing him mad emotional stress,
Wow.
you know? And so then I was like, this is one of those times when I seen young men, including myself, try to go out there and do something to impress a young lady with things that don't mean nothing,
Mm.
getting inside of his head because he was on the right track.
Right.
But then her shortcomings want to bring him down.
Mm.
You see? So that's when I was kind of alluding to, you know, he was on the right track to go to college early, but then he got dissuaded by trying to please you, and now he's winding up going to talk to the Mexican cats who's going to give him something. They give him a quarter pound and something to bust, but they didn't tell him who he could trust or what he's supposed to do. So he gets caught. He doesn't rat on anybody
Right.
because he's already been told. But all the money he was making that he left for her,
Mm.
she let him dry rot.
Wow. That's crazy. So let me ask ask you a question. How does your son feel about you making this song about him? How did he feel about that, man?
He giggled, man. He giggled. You know what I mean? Because I was like, the whole thing ain't about, you and her, but it takes pieces and parts, and it puts it in perspective of what if this was a chick that, this dude was really into.
Right.
And he's a young cat, and he's got it going on. He's doing his best with everything, and he's not a bad kid at all.
Mm-hmm.
But he's trying to impress this girl, and he's weak in the mind because of her.
Mm.
And then this could be any kid, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we've been victim to the fly chick that we want to impress, and we trying to go out there and we ain't got no Timbs on, so we got to try to go get some new butters, or she wants to have a pair of new Uptowns or whatever. We don't have that money. You know what's up, man. So it's like a message to young men: stay in your lane, focus on what's important. Books, ball. You know what I'm saying? Piety. There's nothing wrong with piety, man. As a man,
Right.
you know what I mean? Hey, yo, the whole league still respects AC Green. And we know that man was a virgin the whole time he played,
That's true. He sure was. Sometimes I was wondering if he was really black. For real. Seriously. I'm just
especially
saying.
in LA at that time.
You know what I mean? Yep. And
And you kicking it with Magic.
yep. That's crazy. So tell me a story I don't know. A story
Okay.
that I don't know.
So
Yeah.
yeah, your man went down to South Florida and played some college basketball for 2 years.
Get out of here. Where'd
Yeah.
he play?
Down at Johnson and Wales University, man. It was crazy because me and Micah Misa was in Knoxville. We had just rocked a party
Mm-hmm.
at Applebee's
Okay.
on the strip. Okay.
Right. Okay. On the
So
strip. Man. Shout out to
yeah,
the
yeah.
strip.
So yeah, shout out to the strip, right? Nothing's there anymore, bro.
Wow.
Everything has changed and toned completely down. It's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. It's good
Knoxville
times,
College
man.
is no more. Closed down. You know, um, whatever the name of that project that was in front of it,
Right.
torn down, gone. You know what I'm saying? So it's
I
for the
see.
better though.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. Man. So what advice would you give up and coming artists that's coming into the game, and have you given any advice to any artist that was coming in the game? Because you know you're
All
a
the
very
time, man.
influential person. You know what I mean?
All the time. So what I would say, man, is hustle your craft, man.
Mm-hmm.
Hustle your craft. Don't make music for other people.
Right.
Make it for you. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, man, this is your art, and treat it as art. Sometimes it needs to be abstract, right? Sometimes it needs to be misunderstood. It needs to be thought provoking. It needs to bring forth emotions, you
Mm.
know, because you want to give somebody a picture so that when they close their eyes, they see what you're saying.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly.
Then if I can see what you're saying, I'm now listening.
Mm.
So that's going to be the difference between whether or not you writing rap or you writing hip hop. Because to me, rap is only another integral part of hip hop.
Right.
Okay. It is not the same.
Exactly.
Because if you ask most rap fans, they're going to tell you, I'm listening because it's got a dope hook and a dope beat.
That's
Meanwhile,
true.
me and you can sit here and recite microphone theme all the way down to the breaks and the cuts.
That's right. Sure can.
That's the difference. You know,
Yes.
I would tell them work alone
Mm.
so that you can learn what works for you. 'Cause sometimes you get impressed by things and then you start running with people that don't have your best interest, don't understand your craft, don't understand your direction. You can do it all, especially in today's age, right?
Right.
Technology makes it real easy. Rely on yourself, you know. Um, and as far as like people have given me advice too, it's been really big. My man Legacy,
Okay.
um, Chris, Chris, after a battle show I did in Lexington, Kentucky,
Mm-hmm.
when I'm speaking of KRS-One,
Right.
and
Okay.
he was like, "Hey, yo, stay with that aggression.
That's what
I
I'm
like that
saying.
hunger you got, you know."
Yes.
So that it's like, man, I just believe in yourself, man.
Mm.
You got to believe in yourself, man. I mean, for real. Sometimes you got to really turn off everybody else's music where you don't listen to anybody else's music because you don't understand how that really influences you. We all have our influences, right? We all have our people that we kind of mimic. But I do think it's important for an MC to stay away from being like anybody else. Be your own Andre 3000, be your own Lupe Fiasco, be your own Nas, be your own Black Thought, somebody that is different. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So that would really be my advice. Oh, do shows, do shows.
Okay.
Rock college radio. College radio is your best friend.
Yes. And people don't do college radio like they used to. Remember back in the day, that's what all the artists used to do. Go to the college stations, come down, rock it. You rarely hear artists do, I guess, because they want the bag. You know what I mean? What do you
Yeah,
think
that's
about
true.
that?
That's true. Out here, I will say a big up to the Urban Suite,
Mm-hmm.
Cheryl Metal, and my man Mickey Sweet. They got it going on. WKSY FM, they always have it every Monday night from 10 to 12, man.
Right.
Local artists come in, and they really do support, man. And they've been doing it for a long time. So out here, college radio, it has a name.
So what do you think about the old school cats making a
I love it.
revival this year?
I love it. I love it. And see, here's the reason why, man, because, like you hear a lot of people talk about why are we the only genre of music that dates people,
Right, right.
right? Nobody else does that, right? So
Mm-hmm.
now we're looking at a lot of old heads selling out arenas. Young cats can't sell tickets,
That's so true. Yes.
because we know how to put on a show.
Right.
We're entertainers, right? You know, and the music means something more to us and you can see it. And then when you see our videos compared to their videos, you see authenticity. You know what I mean? You see choreography on a different level. You see a bit more respect of self, right?
Right.
And then your parents were listening to this music,
Mm-hmm.
for these young kids today. So now I think it's not just the our age, right? But it's also our little brother that may have been 10 years younger. And then it's, our niece and nephew and our kid that we're all taking to these shows now because everybody's grown now. And now they're starting to witness and see, the beauty and what the epitome of pure hip hop is. So I love it. I just saw Salt. She just dropped something too, you
Okay.
know. I think it's great, man. It's wonderful. Bring it back before it dies out, man, because like I said, and at the end of that Raw Digger joint,
Mm-hmm.
that, if it don't stop, 50 years from now won't be no hip hop.
That's right. Wow, it's crazy, man. When you think about it, it's really, really crazy. So who do you listen to now that's new, like the new cats? I mean, who's your new cats like you listen to? That's the new
I mean, to be honest, man, it's like Costa Nostra, man. Yeah, I mean,
cats.
that's,
Yes. Yes.
Contra is like,
Woo.
I bump those cats all day long, man. Hey, man, I love Dochi. I
Yes.
mean, chick is wild with it, man. I love Dochi, man. Crazy, crazy wild with it. Um, there's some cats, man, I come across, man, that I can't really name right now, but a lot of times it'll be the ones where you just scroll on TikTok
Right. Mm-hmm.
and you're like, whoa, what was that? You know what I mean? So
Exactly.
if it is going to be a young person that I'm checking out, it'll be somebody that I'm finding out, is on an underground level.
Right.
Like that one brother in Brooklyn, man, I forgot what his name is, man. Um, Most of the time his videos you'll find him just walking along, the blocks and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I gotta remember his name, man, but it's like if I see that the kid understands the elements, the fusion of the five elements, right?
Mm-hmm.
And utilizes them, got a good flow, you know, ain't afraid to bust with the boom bap. Yeah, I'll mess with him.
Right. I like that. I like the sound of that, yo. I love the sound of that. That's what's up. So, any future projects you got coming up, man?
Oh my man. So, I got this future project coming up with that man sitting right there behind that microphone and my man Art the Barber, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's coming up, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna stop running from me, yo. I've been chasing these brothers for like a year to jump on a track with me. They keep running from me. You can't keep running away, man.
Nah, man, I got you.
Also, with
I
my
got you,
man,
man.
uh, Well, my man Ken Harder created tunes, man.
Mhm.
We got some stuff coming for you, bro.
Okay.
Plus, of course, I got a new release called Angel that's about to bust out. I'll make sure I send that to you. It's a great love song, man. It's about, being apart from somebody.
Mhm.
It could be 2 decades, right?
Wow.
But it's something about that person that is still familiar, right? And that seems to be your person because even through a couple of decades of not seeing somebody, man, the love is still there, right? And so
Yes.
therefore, I want people to be able to hear a song like that, get up and dance, be in love and show love and not be afraid of that type of love. You know what I'm saying? Where it was that we danced to Father MC,
Yep. Sure did.
right? Treat them like they want to be treated and so on. So I'm trying to get you up, get you some audio soul food,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying, to go along with the audio coat.
Wow, that's gonna be dope. So when this audio soul food gonna be dropping around, man?
So I'm looking for audio soul food to really come out around spring
Okay.
because a lot of the tracks on audio soul food are going to be tracks that indemnify rebirth. It's going to indemnify culturalization. It's going to indemnify awareness, a new dawning, awakening of the sun,
Mm.
right? So that's going to be an album that I'm seeing befitting for springtime, beautiful blossom.
See what I'm talking about. And if y'all haven't heard Audio Coke by this guy, man, you gotta check out Audio Coke as well. You know what I'm saying? So like I said before, man, I wanna thank this brother right here, my man. You know what I'm saying? Aksdalite. And before we
Big
leave,
up.
man, let them know how they can reach you, contact you, give out the info, my dude.
Okay, of course, you know what I'm saying? You can reach me at the willyboboshow.com. I'm sorry, at gmail.com. So that's going to be TheWillybobby at gmail.com. You can find me on Facebook at Hakeem Green. You can also find me on Instagram at Oxdalite21. And of course, you can check out the Willie Bobo Show on YouTube that I share a platform with my brother here. And also, like my man said, check out Audio Coke. You can find it on all of your platforms, especially Apple Music and Spotify.
That's what I'm talking about. And like I said, man, thank you, brother, for coming on, man. I really appreciate you, man. And like I said, blessings. I'm so proud of you, brother. Keep doing your thing. Keep rocking. And yo, keep grinding, yo. For real.
Peace, 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 man. Indeed, man. You do the same, man, because I love me some Connect the Dots. I love me some hip hop barbershop. Keep it moving, fam.
Thanks, man. And like he said, we are connecting the dots. You know what I'm saying?
Putting it
So,
all together.
yes, sir. So, this is Lou Icewater, aka Duquan Hicks, signing off with my man Ox the Light. One life, one love, one Lou. Peace.